Hello, 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 all you beautiful souls. So, today I want to go over how soul magnetization works in response to your soul alignment journey. And before I begin this, I am Cheyenne. I'm an ascension guide. I help guide people towards soul alignment and recognizing their fear based energy so that they can come back into alignment with themselves and feel better, feel great. Now, I also want to clarify that what I'm explaining in this video is meant for the soul alignment process. If you take this information mentally, it will not serve you best on your journey. It's great to resonate with this. I mean, even if you're watching this, many people you try to explain this to, they're not even going to be aware of what you're saying, or they're going to push or pull their energy. They're not going to be receiving what you're saying. They're just going to be, just not even there. So, I mean, being able to resonate with this message is great. However, there is a deeper process that needs to be done, the soul alignment process, in order for you to actually understand the energy behind what is being transmitted as I'm speaking and explaining this to you. All right, so here we have your soul. We have your soul here, this circle. Okay, so when you come into this 3D paradigm, you have your soul first, and then as you're moving through the world, I have another video before this, as you're moving through the world, it gets clouded by your fear-based energy, your mind, your body, your personality, your thoughts, your ideas, your feelings, your emotions, the way that you think things are, the way that you've been told that the world is, it's clouded by all of your fear-based energy. And so with this fear-based energy on top of your soul, who you believe yourself to be, your thoughts, ideas, your opinions, your hobbies, your groups, the things that you like to do, right? This is you. You believe that this is you. This is who you are, living in this lifetime. This is who you are, right? And so what happens with that is you live your life based on this fear-based energy. You make relationships based on this fear-based energy, friendships based on this fear-based energy, choices that you do, careers that you have based on this fear-based energy, or different ideas and opinions or ways of dressing or identities or whatever, like things that you like based on this fear-based energy, right? And so in the physical world, they say, the more you have, or the more things you do, or the more people that are around you, or the more friends, or the more money, or the more opportunities, or the more things that you have means that you have more. And so the fear-based energy likes to hear this. Yes, I have this. I have these things. I have all these things in my life. Or I don't have, and then you feel shitty about it. I don't have all these things in my life, right? So that's what things are in the 3D physical world. It is based on how things look and what we've been told that things are. Has nothing to do with vibration, has everything to do with the physical world, which is not permanent. It's always changing. Okay, so that is how you live your life before this. So again, you could have a best friend and you guys both in fear-based energy, and you guys both have similar resonance with your fear-based energy. You guys like the same things, are the same way, behave the same way, do the same things, whatever. And it's like, oh, you guys are best buds and you guys have this spark with each other. You guys get together and talk about things and laugh, enjoy, and go out and travel. And it's like, okay, this is my great relationship, right? Okay. This is how the soul works. This is how magnetization with the soul works. So this is, again, all physical. This is all physical things. It seems like this open playing field. I like to call it an open meat market, okay? It seems like this open meat market where it's just like things are just happening randomly and you're just connecting with people randomly, and it's, things are going on. When you balance your fear-based energy, right? When you balance your fear-based energy and you connect to soul, and you realize all those things that were seemingly happening in the physical world, that were seemingly going on in the physical world, were all within you. When you balance your fear-based energy, you recognize that it's you. Then what happens is many of those things that were in your life before start falling away because there's no longer a fear-based energy link to them anymore. Right? It's no longer that I believe these things and feel this way and think these things and have to do these things and have this job and have so many things. It's like, it's here. It's already here, right? So naturally, there's no longer a push or pull fear-based energy for those things to even be around you, to sustain whatever you believe that things were before, because you're starting to move into that knowing, right? As you move into this knowing and you have a closer resonance with your own self, with your own soul, who you truly are, getting to know and love yourself again for the first time and know what that is, then things that are more in resonance will come into your life. But it doesn't work the same way as the 3D. It's no longer based on what you think and believe and say and what this other person thinks and believes and says, or what you believe about the world, and it's no longer this like mental complication of life. That's no longer what's going on. What's going on is you've moved beyond that fear-based energy space and you are moving in vibration. So what happens is now you're able to pick up on fear and love energy within yourself, right? You're able to balance that within yourself. You're able to see the ways in your life before that you're living in that fear-based energy and keeping yourself in situations and places that, you know, your soul doesn't care to be in, but you did it because that was normal. You didn't know any better. But now as you're moving closer into alignment with your soul, you're moving closer into alignment with that vibration of oneness, with that knowing, you magnetize things in based on that knowing. Why? Because it's no longer based in separation. It's no longer based in me and you and you and you and you. It's based on, I have a vibrational awareness. Other things are coming to me based on that vibrational awareness. And I'll just tell you, when you move into soul, you don't even need to speak in your relationships. You don't need words, because it's all about you loving yourself, which is love. And that's a vibration. You don't need words. You don't need any expectations or anything like that. So you magnetize things in that are more in resonance with love, that are more in resonance with knowing, that are more in resonance with peace, that are more in resonance with abundance. You magnetize those things in versus your fear-based energy pushing and pulling out all these different things into the world, and you have no idea of your own energetic spark. You have no idea of your essence. So naturally the things in your life are not going to be aligned to that. As you balance that fear-based energy out and you come into more resonance with your soul, you magnetize things into your life based on that vibration that are more in resonance with that knowing that you are starting to have about what's actually going on, because you're finally being honest with yourself, right? So you can love yourself. And so you're magnetizing things in based on that point of oneness. And so the feeling and the way of being with other people, again, is more neutral. It's more meh, it's more bland, because you're resting in your vibration and you're not getting into pushing and pulling the way that things should be or should go, or what you expect to feel in those moments, because you understand and feel the truth now for yourself. And that makes you a magnet, because you are the universe incarnated and you're finally aligned to that. So I hope this makes sense on how magnetization works as you balance into closer alignment with your soul. And quantity means nothing. Once you start aligning to your soul, you start realizing quantity, numbers, all those things that you believed before when you didn't love yourself. When you start to balance your energy and you start to begin to learn what love actually is, you want things that are in alignment with your soul. That's what you will want for yourself, because you love yourself, you respect yourself, you're honest with yourself, you have integrity, you have all these things that you didn't even know about before. You have all these things for yourself. And so you're going to want that around you. You're going to want that in your life. Not that you want and need it, words are limitation, not in that way. I'm just saying, as you balance into soul, the things that are magnetized towards you, you actually have a deeper appreciation for than you did before, because you're actually aligned to that. So yeah, I hope that this makes sense. Before, in the fear-based energy, you're not a magnet. And it doesn't matter how things seem or feel or appear, there's always fear-based energy there. You're always pushing or pulling. You're always moving further away from who you actually are. And then once you start balancing your fear-based energy into your soul and into oneness, You magnetize things in based on that. You keep magnetizing things in, and it doesn't even feel like it feels like this, right? It feels like this. No matter what appears in your life, it feels like this, right? Because you feel things on a more vibrational level, which is love. It's more neutral. And that's also trust. That's trusting in yourself. And so when you are balanced and you magnetize those people, places, situations, and things into your life that are in resonance with that, you know you have this knowing that the things around you are also in trust. And again, that just makes it even more beautiful. That makes you love your experience on earth more, and no longer have those fear-based things or even want to care about those opinions and ways that you felt before in your life, because you just have a new level of awareness of things and of your own being. And you will magnetize things into your life, and that can come in many different forms. So it's also important to be open on this journey on what that might look like for you. It can come in many different ways. So never get, too attached to one thing or feel that things have to be a certain way, because your soul is already everything, right? So when you gain that new level of trust as you balance your energy, your soul will surprise you in many beautiful ways. Your soul is limitless. Your soul is timeless. And your soul just wants you to experience love now. And if you're interested in doing this, if your soul has led you here and you know you're ready to take that step and be honest with yourself and love yourself and respect yourself and no longer live in dishonesty and disharmony and chaos and trying to figure everything out. If you're ready, if you've hit that point where you're ready to say, no, I'm ready to do this for myself. I've had enough. I'm done putting myself through pain. And you are ready to commit to yourself every single day, because this journey is a commitment. It's easy, but you have to do it every day of your life. It's balancing for the rest of your life. This is a commitment to yourself, right? If you feel ready to take that step for yourself, if you feel ready for the truth, click that link down below. I have many resources available. I also offer one-on-one sessions. But first we have to see if we are the right fit, as I'm looking for open-minded people who are serious about this journey, because it does take energy to do this. And I can only give that amount of care and energy that I like to give to people who are serious about this. It's only right that the ones who are ready, who are actually at that point of recognizing this, and they know that they are ready, that they actually get that kind of care and support. So we have to check if we are the right fit first. But I'm also putting together a course that you can go over. It's more affordable long term. After, I would say, 2 weeks of in-person sessions, it would become more affordable for you. But you can keep that long term and, do the balancing work on your own and keep looking at that. And I also have a book, The Sacred Soul Codex, that also goes into the push-pull energies within you, how to recognize that, balance that. It goes into some explanations. It's a really great guidebook. And it also goes into what that embodiment might look like after you finish balancing and different things that you will resonate with. So I hope that this video was helpful on how magnetization works and how it feels like meh. It feels like bland. It feels like meh. It feels like whatever, basically. And from that space, you are actually whole and complete. And do very well on your journey wherever that you are. And remember that this journey is a gift. And you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And everything is always taking you towards closer alignment to your soul You can never go backwards on this journey, okay? And yeah, your soul led you here. Click that subscribe button. Check out the podcast. Rate the show so we can get this message out to more people. And yeah, feel free to share it if you feel touched by any of my videos and you feel that you resonate with this and it's something that you want to spread towards others. And yeah, have an amazing night.